Alright guys, I just found out that only like 3% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed to the channel. I know we can do better than that. Let's see if we can up that a little bit. Please subscribe. Alright, so I'm up here with Lexy. That's what I decided to name my LS1 swapped IS300. I did a little research and found out that an upper hose from like a 2005 Chevrolet Cobalt fits the radiator and water pump just about perfectly. All you gotta do is trim it. Let's see what they're talking about. Okay, yeah, I see what they're talking about. You gotta take off like an inch or two, but it does line up nicely to the water pump and to the radiator. After some trimming, I'm sure it'll be just right. This thing is a gigantic project. I'm having to order all kinds of bits and pieces. It's honestly a lot more involved than I thought it was. Take a look at the wiring, the fuel. I just got that sorted out. I need to shorten it. I got it adapted to the stock fuel line. It's actually really close to actually firing up. But yeah, if you want to stick around for this and see this on the road, this is basically just gonna be like a hoon car, and I thought it'd be cool to have a Lexus with a cammed LS1, so it should be pretty neat. Alright guys, check that out. Just taking off like an inch on this side, it basically fits just about perfect. Almost looks like it's meant to be. The part number for this one is 71794. You know, just in case you have an LS1 in your IS300 and you need some help with the upper hose, there you go. But let's get back home. I need to get the motor out of the Civic. Okay, so the single cam is out. This axle is, I know it's been dead. The boot's pretty much been gone. I have a new axle sitting in my garage. That one's still fine.
What's all that crap everywhere, Bo? I'm not going in the video.
That's my dad up there in that single cab. I cammed that truck probably about a year ago, and it's running pretty good, but it has some cold start issues that I'm hoping I can tweak out with HP tuners. But I'm gonna meet my brother over here. He's gonna take his Corvette, and we're gonna make some adjustments on his car. On his, we're gonna be doing shift points and raising the rev limiter a little bit, because he had it dyno tuned. Sorry, it's kind of loud. So he actually had his Corvette dyno tuned, and they only took it up to 6,500 RPM, but it's got a monster stage 4 cam that pulls to infinity and beyond. So 6,500 RPM is way too low. It's got double valve springs, the giant cam. It's got hard push rods. It's got the valve train to rev more than that. So we're gonna raise it up, because that's a lot of the times these shops, they worry too much about like liability and stuff going wrong. They're kind of scared to push it to the limit, which I don't blame them, but we want to push it to the limit. We're probably going to be shifting that thing at like 68, 6900 versus 65. Oh, you know, even that little bit of difference will make a big difference in the end. That extra RPM, because that's 400 or 500 RPM more that you gain after it shifts into the next gear. So you're already more into the power band of the next gear whenever you're revving it out higher. And being a monster cam, it's not like it's passing up the peak power, because it literally on the dyno graph, it was climbing up to redline. And it's gonna go more if we download this thing again. But it'll be over here in like 30 minutes, and then we'll hook up the computer, make some adjustments. Okay, so I added 1 degree from 2800 about halfway through the load on up to redline. This car does have like a, what is it? Oh, is it like a 3600? Mm-hmm. So really like a launch, it's like from this point onward, that's really all it's going to see on full throttle. Let's see, what else do we screw with? We raised the rev limiter, which is fuel, cut off, and then cut off in gear. We went ahead and made it 7,000. We messed with the fans. We made them go full speed a little bit sooner. Desired versus ECT. So they're full speed at 210. 203 to 90%, 206, 95, and like I said, 210 full speed. What else do we mess with? That's it.
6 to 5th, 5th to 6th.
Oh yeah, I messed with some. It was kind of going to the 6th gear a little bit high, and to mess with that, it's in trans, and you can go to the part throttle shifting, go to 6th gear, and you can adjust the mile per hour that actually hits 5th gear. Actually, yeah, we need to change that number. That should be 62. So the mile per hour is just a little bit high. It was kind of holding 5th gear too long. So let's make an adjustment to that. Make sure this one says 62. Yeah, that one's good. All right, I think that's it for this one. Let's go ahead and write it. And see if it helps. What do you mean?
I felt it. I don't know if it was a transfer control or the rev limiter, but it fell. I felt it hit a wall.
I can tell what RPM. God dang.
What was it?
6,900 RPM.
We need to increase the shift pressure to make it shift sooner. Let me do a 2nd to 3rd. Because it's hard to tell with the fucking 1st to 2nd. Was that the 1st to 2nd or the 2nd to 3rd?
1st to 2nd. You can do it again? Hold on.
I'm gonna do 2nd to 3rd. Good?
Yeah. Alright, let's see. 2nd to 3rd. Second to 3rd was only 6550. 6580. 6600. That's a peak. 6645. So that's pretty accurate because it's supposed to be 67.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So 1st to 2nd, it's overshooting it.
Flashing. It's whatever
right, so that's a wrap for this video. But if this video was helpful, if you liked it, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Hope you liked it. See you in the next video. Later.